Hello everyone. Welcome to Intellipaat's live webinar on how to become a cybersecurity expert. Today's webinar is conducted by Mr. Hitansh, who is a senior security consultant, CEH, information security trainer. He has more than 7 years of experience in the field of cybersecurity, ethical hacking and related fields. He has worked with numerous organizations as a senior information security consultant and security specialist. So guys, let's welcome Hitansh to the session. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. So hi everybody. This is a very amazing session and informative session about how to become a cybersecurity expert. And let's dig deep into it and let's understand how you can become an expert. And I'll also share my journey how I became a ethical hacker or a security specialist and what I'm doing, what all things you will be doing when you will be a security expert, and what all career options does this open up for you. So I let me start about myself. About first thing, I have been a trainer, I have been a security consultant. Overall, I have been training Delhi police, Punjab police, Haryana police and various other uh, government agencies regarding the security and cyber crime. I have been dealing with various big companies all across the globe where I have been providing my consultancies to stop any kind of cyber crime, criminal activities or any kind of malicious activities that have been happening. I have been an integral part of setting up the complete lab environment over there and setting up the solutions in various companies as well as in the various institutes like IITs, NITs, and various other things. So all of these things, and today I also have been working with a as a India lead to a company as a India head for information security at a company which is based out in US. So all over thing, this domain is something very unique and very important because every single company which is either a services based or a product based, any single institute, any single organization, whichever you call it, everything has to come through a product or a service. When you are selling a service, when you are selling a product, they has to be online, the online presence has to be there. And what is the purpose of a cybersecurity expert is to save and to be a warrior for that particular product or service and to make sure that yes, it is approachable to everybody, it cannot be hacked. That is the ultimate aim of cybersecurity expert, and that is what I have been doing and that is what I want you to do as well. And it is very important that why it is very critical because people all across, they have been doing all these things, all these today if you see, there have been a lot of demand of cybersecurity. And it is not important that whether you work for a company and you work as a freelancer, you all can do it as it is what you want to. So let's understand how you can become, let's understand the journey of being a security expert. So our topics will be, for the agenda for today will be introduction to cybersecurity concepts and how to become, that's the journey path towards it. Then you have a career roadmap. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask it. Okay. First and foremost thing, let's understand what is cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is a field of computer science that deal with protection of networks, devices, programs, data from attack, damage, and unauthorized control. So today, supposedly you are working on a website, like supposedly you are on facebook.com or you are on amazon.com or any other website, whichever you call it, you are on YouTube, Netflix or anything. Now think of it, your accounts get hacked, all your public data is revealed. You have your iPhone, you have your Google Android phone, and your phone's data gets leaked. You think, oh my God, it's all destroyed. Now think of it, it is a attack which is only on your phone. But if that attack happens on a Google server, so hundreds and billions of people have their data stored on those servers. And if that get leaked, what will be the impact that Google will have to face? Google will be a bankrupt within a second. And that can happen actually. And that is what the cybersecurity experts have been doing 24/7, making sure that Google data, Google, Facebook data, and their company's data, whatever they are doing, whichever company they have been hired for, their data is completely secure and unhackable in the form. Okay. So cybersecurity ventures predict that there will be 3.5 million unfilled security jobs annually by 2021. And that is the truth. Today, people come up and they become software engineers, software developers, and all of that. They code and they know how to do it, and they create softwares and they create websites and applications and all of this. But nobody knows how to create a secure software, secure website, or a secure application. That actually impacts the situation, that actually impacts the organization, because when they release those kind of products which are completely insecure, that will actually impact because they will go down and they will have complete zero market value. And that is when cybersecurity comes into picture. That when you learn how to, if you want to learn code, then learn how to make it secure. And that is when cybersecurity jobs are out there in the abundance. And obviously, we all work for money. We all understand that yes, cybersecurity has to have some salaries, have to have some issues. So remunerations are in the basic format. It is just an average salary. It's 1 lakh 2000 rupees in US, dollars in US. 8.25 LPA means eight, approximately, if you calculate, it will be like that much in India, right? And when 8.25 LPA is there for a fresher tag, now think of it, when you grow and you actually start experiencing this, salary will exponentially grow because you have become expert into things now. So when you have some experience after 2 years, 3 years, this 8.25 lakhs will automatically becomes 15. And after 6 years, it will automatically becomes 20, 25. And after that, it will exponentially grow because you have the experience, you know how actually an organization have been working to all through it. And then you will automatically be able to reach out to it. So companies hiring cybersecurity specialists, these are the companies which have been hiring upfront cybersecurity, because all of these companies need to have a cybersecurity team in-house. And not only this is just a glimpse of it. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Almost every single organization in the world today has a third party or a on-site cybersecurity team, because every single company needs a protection from any kind of malicious or a hazardous activity which is happening. And that makes the complete thing out that yes, there are companies who has to have some kind of security experts, and that is a true reality. And these companies have been putting in money in n number of times so that their product, their applications can be pretty much secure, and their team who has been managing that has to be perfectly remunerated for that as well, right? So let's understand what all the job roles for cybersecurity are. You can be a cybersecurity architect, you can be a security consultant, you can be ethical hacker, or you can be security analyst. When you say you are a security architect, you are the one who will be designing the complete architecture of the whole organization. Means it means that how many systems will be required within a DMZ zone, how many firewalls should be configured, what kind of configuration will be there on the firewalls, do we need any kind of VAVM solution, do we need any kind of SaaS solution, do we need any kind of DAS solution, do we need any kind of SIM solution. There have been n number of things which have been there, and all of these tools are actually required when you are creating a complete architecture for the organization. And obviously when you are upgrading your architecture, you are adding some kind of tool, you are decommissioning some kind of tool, you are highly and critical important person when you become a security architect. But that obviously takes time. You cannot be like today I complete my graduation and tomorrow I become a security architect. It is impossible to become. Security architects is a stage wise progression, right? You have to start from the scratch, and obviously the scratch also has the security consultant is a well versed person into security who has all these kind of experiences and understanding about what kind of tool, what it will work, what kind of service, how to perform VA scans, mean vulnerability assessment scans. It will be used for scanning the whole network and understanding what kind of vulnerabilities are there for the whole network. It can be an authenticated scan and unauthenticated scan. So security consultant will be liable person to make you tell you that we will have to do an authenticated scan or an unauthenticated scan. We will be sending this much of packet. Will the bandwidth will be able to occupy it or not? Can we scan this particular tool or not? So all of these things is being managed by a security consultant. And then it comes an ethical hacker or a security analyst. Ethical hacker or a security analyst, these are the two profiles which you call it as one of the base profiles. Ethical hacker is not a profile as such. It is a nature. So if you say I'm a hacker, what kind of hacker you are? Means you do some kind of activity which is illegal. Means today I go up to any website and start hacking. That is, if I go right now on a government website and I start hacking, that will be completely illegal and I'll become an unethical hacker, right? And if I perform the similar kind of things with the complete authenticity, with the complete authorization, supposedly I go to a particular bank which has hired me to hack into and tell them what are the loopholes available, that will be a completely ethical hacking. And that is what ethical hacker have been doing. And then there is a security analyst. Security analyst is a kind of a profile which is completely which will be important for you guys, because it is the one of the basic profile that comes for every single fresher who is very new into security domain. So security analyst is somebody who is having a jack of all trades. It becomes a jack of all trade and king of one. Whether you become a firewall expert, whether you will become a SIM expert, whether you will become a DLP expert, whether you become a VAPT expert or something like that. That is, but he understand every bit and pieces of everything. And that is when he decides or she decides that yes, this is what I want to pursue further, and that is something where I'll gain information and where I'll gain some more experience and I'll grow in my career. And then you obviously become a consultant to that particular tool or that service or anything like that. Okay. So what kind of job description, what kind of jobs are there for cybersecurity today? Almost if you go to LinkedIn, you will see almost every single hour there are 30 plus jobs which are posted within India. Every hour 30 plus jobs are posted within India for cybersecurity. And I do not call it for the world. You can apply to every single location in the world for cybersecurity and they are ready to hire you, right? So this is just a basic job description idea for when Cisco put up their job description, and let's see what they are looking for. Performing penetration tests on web applications, networks, and computer systems. So obviously, when you will become a security expert, you will be performing penetration tests. Penetration tests means you will be performing some kind of tests, and that test you will be trying to hack into those systems. You will be trying to get the access of those systems, and if you are able to get those systems, means you have completely penetrated. But doesn't mean that if you do not find it, doesn't mean that you are not performing the actions. Actions are there, the website can be secure, right? But the experienced persons are always those who keep on trying, and ultimately, because there is nothing in the world which is 100% secure. And that is the error of margin which a developer can make, and that is the error of margin which we as a hacker or a security specialist are looking for. That there is a vulnerability, we strike through it. And then these are the kind of things that penetration testing things, what we do. Then uncover the security holes and pinpoint the methods attacker could use to exploit the system. So obviously, because you are doing some kind of testing, you will be trying to find out any kind of security loopholes and trying to understand if an outside attacker, illegal hacker, trying to get an access of the system, how it will be getting the access of the system and how you are going to exploit it. Okay. So then obviously research is one of the most key and integral part of cybersecurity, because you have to be performing and learning every day. There have been exploits every single day which is released in the market. If you will stop researching and stop learning, automatically you will become obsolete. So rather than becoming an obsolete, you have to be researching, documenting, discussing things every single day for cybersecurity, and then that will make you updated and make you learn that yes, how things are going to work. And design and implement new penetration testing tools. That is one of the key part where you learn how to how to design the architecture of the whole organization when you commission or decommission any kind of new tool into the environment, and any kind of new design that you implement, any kind of uh, tool, like supposedly you are managing 5 7 firewalls, then you obviously need a firewall management system. How will you add that firewall management system? How will you integrate all those firewalls? And how, what kind of connections you would require? All these things are the part of a job of a penetration tester. Okay. Now coming very importantly, obviously it looks very interesting, it looks very amazing that yes, you are actually hacking systems, you are trying to hack into things, you are trying to get an access of things, and that too legally, and you are also getting paid for that. But important thing is, what is the kind of skills that I require for it? So obviously you would require some kind of programming and scripting. I do not say that, I never say that you have to be an expert into programming and scripting, but you should be able to understand what is written. And also one more thing, you have to be jack of all trades here as well, because you do not know, if I give you an application, you do not know whether it is written in Java, in PHP, in Python, in Ruby, in Perl, in any other language. You never know. So all you have is that you have to have an understanding of a basic programming, because syntaxes will change, logics will not. So that is when programming and scripting comes into picture, that you have to be very much good into it. And when also scripting is very important also, because you might have to write some scripts for the tools which you are working for, so that you can send some kind of automated exploits and something like that, so that you are good into scripting. Then obviously you also need some network protocols understanding. You have to be very much understanding that yes, what is the difference between HTTP, how HTTP works, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS, how a TCP SSH port is going to work, why SSH is important than Telnet, why FTP is on port 21, why DNS is 53. All of these understanding has to be there, and that is very important when it comes to any kind of attack. You always have some kind of request and response architecture, and only those protocols will help you to understand that how the request is being sent and how you're getting the response back. Then you have is the penetration testing. Obviously, you also have to have the skill set that how you can penetrate into the systems, you can hack into the systems, you can try to get the access of the systems. These are the skill sets that are very much important and very much critical, because that is the ultimate job of a security expert. Then you have an intrusion detection system. Understanding of intrusion detection system means, intrusion means to say any kind of activity, any kind of attack that happened. You should be able to understand that yes, there have been some kind of attack. I should be ready with the response. I should have an instant response mechanism with me. And if there is an attack, can I stop it right there? Can I stop it on the first phase or on the last phase or in the middle phase, or can I just not stop it at all these things has to be very much critically understandable, and that is what intrusion detections come into picture. Then is malware analysis. Obviously today you must have heard about ransomwares, viruses, trojans, adwares, spywares, n number of tools, n number of malwares are there. And these malwares can are basically some kind of code which is written, and it is just spreading all across, and just enumerating everything out there. And that is when malware analysis comes into picture. You have to be very much oxymoron about it. Yes, what kind of malware it is, how I can stop this malware, how this malware is going to work. If you read the script, if you read the understanding, if you just decode it, that will be very much important, and that is what malware analysis is all about. Now, what is the path for the cybersecurity? So then obviously you need to learn scripting, programming. You have to learn network protocols, understanding the common security threats, what are there, develop security schemes. You have to understand what kind of security schemes are there. You have to understand that all these things are up there. You have to be certified as well. You have to become certified security expert, so that, because certification is very much important. You can go to a job, but if you do not have a certification, then it will not give you an edge. There will be 20 people out there. If you have the certification, that will give you an edge other than 19 people sitting out there. And that is what people are looking. You need to have a skill set. You also need to have a certification. And very importantly, you have to apply for the jobs, and you will definitely get the job. Very important point here that I want to clear here as well. Not only you become a cybersecurity expert just to get a job, because job is a one aspect to it. Job is one aspect to it. The other aspect is that you can become a freelancer. You do not need any kind of job, and you can go to n number of websites which I can tell you, and you can go there and you can just prove your skill sets by hacking into those websites which are marked there. They are completely legal. They have asked for the bug bounty programs. You can go up there, you can sign up, and you can start hacking all those systems. If you hack, company will automatically pay you, even if you're not on their company job role, because you have been finding loopholes. You can get n number of opportunities. They will pay you for finding loopholes, and that is what the companies have been doing till date. Facebook pays almost 100 million of dollars just for the freelance ethical hacker or bug bounty hunters who have been finding vulnerabilities all across, and they have been giving money, giving t-shirts, boxes, chocolates, and n number of things for them from there as a token of appreciation that yes, you have find a very critical vulnerability for our website. Not only Facebook, Google, Amazon, Netflix, YouTube, n number of companies have been doing as well the same thing. And that is what you can do as well. If you have a skill set, just only thing that you require is a skill set and a certification to it. If you are done with that, you can perform anytime, anything. You become a badge of honor to become a cybersecurity. And obviously, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. If you spend right now, supposedly, on your knowledge, that knowledge will can feed you for years and years and years. We all study for like 20 years in our life, 20, 21 years. We complete our graduation. Few complete their post grad as well. For 23 years, you spend your money on your education, and then you live for like almost 100 years, and you spend almost 77 years earning only from the money that you spend in 23 years. And that is obviously when knowledge comes into things, when you have the skill set, You are always up there. You always get interest out of it. And money is also one benefactor out of it. Knowledge is one of the thing which can give you a number of stuff out there. Okay. Do anybody has any kind of question? If you have, put in the chat. Else, I'll just give the access to our course advisor, and he further take you to the journey of cybersecurity. Okay. Thank you. You can take it over.
Yeah, hi, good evening, Mr. Tansha. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, hi, thank you so much for the wonderful session. I hope all the other students are also enjoying here. So I'll take it forward from here. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So welcome to you all. And let me just introduce myself. Mohammed Burhan this side. I'm one of the senior technical course advisor at Intellipaat. And I am into the cybersecurity category where I handle the respective programs here. So Intellipaat as an organization, we have a lot of certification training courses in cybersecurity. So I'm just here to walk you through on the same. If at all you as a student, after looking and exploring about the career scope and the value of cybersecurity, if you turn out to be developing interest towards this particular technology, then trust me, we have good programs which can help you start your career here. So I'll just share my screen. I would request at least any student to confirm that if the screen is visible in the chat box. Can someone confirm me on this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sabat. All right, so great. So here we have our Intellipaat's website. So now you can also directly search in Google, intellipaat.com. And let me introduce about Intellipaat once again. Intellipaat is an online certification training provider. We are there in the industry for almost 10 long years, and we have been providing high quality training in technologies like big data, cybersecurity, cloud, AI, machine learning, data science, and whatnot. So we have been doing this for almost a decade here, and we have been offering professional online certification courses since almost 6+ years, conducted live by industry experts. When I say Intellipaat is offering a training through a trainer, that is directly from a working professional who's ID qualified and experienced and a certified trainer working 12, 15 long years in the industry. So you get a privilege to get taught by industry experts and also have good career guidance and support, certification assistance, and so on. And Intellipart also is collaborated with big top MNCs and corporates here. You can see the details here too. Microsoft, IIBA, ECCouncil, ISC Square, CompTIA. We have university-based program with IU, German-based, IIT Madras, IIT Roorkee, and so many more. And we have many categories here. There are a lot of programs which we have, and we'll focus in the cybersecurity course, which we offer. And we have a lot of certification courses on cybersecurity as well. And we will focus on two programs, which is the most superior one and one of the most delivering and best programs which Intellipaat offers right now, which covers end-to-end on security and according to different levels here. So this is one of the program, which is a PG certification in cybersecurity and ethical hacking. So I'll just open this up. Now we have normal certification training courses too, like ethical hacking and other certification programs like CISSP, CCSP, and so on. And then we have university-based program where it gives you a formal accreditation and good educational background and delivered through good qualified professors and faculties along with industry experts here. Now, the PG certification in cybersecurity and ethical hacking is directly being offered by MNIT Jaipur. That's Malavia National Institute of Technology located in Jaipur. And this is a complete postgraduate certificate program in the respective domain of cybersecurity and ethical hacking. This also has a collaboration with ECCouncil here, as you might be able to see in the display. And Intellipart is a service provider or a delivery partner for this program. So we organize the classes, we conduct the support and provide learning assistance for the students, and along with the delivery of MNIT faculties and professors with industry experts for the entire 7 months of duration. So the complete training is online. So you don't have to worry about quitting your job to pursue this. It's very flexible. You can sit at your home and directly attend the live classes. That too, it's going to be conducted only on the weekends on Saturday and Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the evening. So it's very flexible and anyone can take up, even a working professional, or even if you are if you're an undergraduate student who is doing a PG and simultaneously you can do this one also along with it. There is no issues here, and it's extensively conducted for a period of 7 months in duration. So I hope that's clear till here. So I'll just give you a walkthrough about this program and what all features and benefits will be there. So Now, the entire program focuses from the basics and introduction to what is cybersecurity and covers the most important subset of cybersecurity, which is ethical hacking. As our trainers must have also mentioned already here, before you get into cybersecurity, learning the important asset, that's ethical hacking, is very important. So we cover that too here, and you have a formal education from a good qualified or a good recognized institute in India and all over the world. And this is a 400 hours of applied learning conducted for a period of 7 months in duration, 50 plus live sessions across the duration. And the classes will be only on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 11 p.m. in the evening, 8 to 11 p.m. live classes. Similarly, in the format what we are doing right now, it'll be highly interactive where you can talk and communicate with the instructor if you go for the live classes through this. And it has also real-time projects and exercises for almost extensively around 200 hours in total. And formally, after the training is completed, you have a PG certification by EICT Academy, MNIT Jaipur. I'll tell you about EICT Academy and MNIT Jaipur as well. You can see the details here. I suppose many of you students who are in India must surely have heard about NITs. NITs are very well reputed and highly recognized universities or institutes in India. And this is a formal government accredited to Electronics and ICT Academy is an initiative of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and supported by Government of India. So there is a government accreditation as well here. And the entire motto of developing such a program here is to connect the bridge between the industry's demand and also providing you a good academic learning approach from one of the very best institutes throughout India. So, in terms of software field, especially if you talk about cybersecurity, you need real life applications, you need real time experience, you need good technical knowledge, not only conceptual or not only theoretical knowledge. So normally the formal education in India, how it works is you have good theory based knowledge, but you never get real time exposure. You do a lot of researches, you work on case studies, but there is a lack of practical exposure what you do when you're pursuing a PG, let's say for 1 year or 2 years. So we are trying to connect that bridge. So this program will not only give you the theoretical conceptual knowledge and deep down into the case studies and research part of security, also it emphasizes and focuses on connecting the demand with the industry's requirement, where industry experts working in security will deliver the program, and you get to work on real life challenges where you get practical exposure and understand what is the task and responsibility of a cybersecurity engineer in a real life application. So this is the PG certificate which will be provided. And as you can see, the university logo, the institute logo is also here, and formal EICT Academy departmental logo is also here. And you would have your name and the proper word postgraduate certification in cybersecurity and ethical hacking. So this program would give you a strong educational background in security, because trust me, as our instructor also mentioned earlier in the session, having a certification or credential is very important for you to qualify to apply for a job in cybersecurity, because only qualified professionals will be eligible. Despite what background you're coming from, if you have something in security, if that certification has a validity or recognition, that becomes eligible for you to apply, and clearing the interview would require technical skills. This program would give you that knowledge as well. And this PG certification gives you a good formal education, not only the education in security itself, also you become an alumni of EICT MNIT Jaipur. So you become a part of a very big institute and have good recognition. So if any HR or technical manager or technical recruiter tries to verify your background, you are considered to be an alumni of the department of EICT Academy, MNIT Jaipur. And MNIT Jaipur is a very recognized and top ranked engineering colleges in India, comes under top 35, as we have thousands and thousands of engineering colleges in India in every corner. This comes among top 35. And it also had a ranking of 23rd best engineering college in a weekly magazine as well. So this is the certificate what you get. And not only about MNIT Jaipur, this program is well known for the ECCouncil collaboration as well. You can see this about ECCouncil. So ECCouncil is one of the very largest certification governing body recognized all over the world, and they have a lot of certifications in cybersecurity, which qualifies to be a global certified individual. And ECCouncil has good value in India, US, UK, Germany, anywhere you go, it has good value and recognition. Even in Indian government sector, a CH certification from ECCouncil is always accepted and makes you eligible for it. So we also have the collaboration from ECCouncil for the CEH certification, that is Certified Ethical Hacking V11. So one benefit you get here is if you take up the training, Post completion of that, not only, I mean, throughout the modules and everything, you get trained and prepared for the CEH V11 official global certification exam. And you also become eligible to appear for the exam, where our team will give you the ebooks and the study materials and the examination voucher, the complete student kit issued directly from ECCouncil, which is included in the admission fees. And trust me, anyone who wants to start their career in cybersecurity will always learn ethical hacking. As we spoke about bug bounty competitions, or we spoke about freelancing as a cybersecurity professional, CH is something which can give you good beneficial to qualify for these challenges too. You learn about various subset of cybersecurity. You learn about hacking into web applications, web servers, network security, firewalls. So many things would be getting covered in a detailed fashion. And this program will focus on the practical part as well. So that is the main privilege you get. And once you clear the examination from ECCouncil with the exam voucher, you get the global certification that you are a certified ethical hacker from ECCouncil. So this is internationally approved, and anywhere in the world, this certification would give you the recognition to be qualifying to apply for a job. So I hope these two things are clear here. And let's get back to the key highlights. The main benefit of the program here is you would get the live classes from the official MNIT faculties and professors. I'll show you the details too. And you will also get trained by industry practitioners who are working in the domain. We can say the delivery of the program would have a partial delivery with MNIT faculties with the theory and the research part, and the remaining would be directly from industry experts who have 12-15 years of experience working in security, and they are certified trainers who would be delivering, giving you real-time exposure. And throughout the 7 months of training, you have 30 plus real-time projects and case studies. Now, when you are attending an interview, company will check your technical experience, because certifications will give you recognition to be able to make till the interview. Now, once you're in the interview, what matters the most is how much problem solving knowledge you have. So that you need technical experience. So no matter what background you're coming from, if you have these 30 plus projects, that would give you the sufficient knowledge to clear any interview in security and be able to have a stable job and start your career as well. No matter what background you're coming from, it's really not a problem. And also, the executive alumni status of IIT Academy, this is directly approved, and you get the status of alumni status of MNIT Jaipur, and one-on-one mentorship with the industry experts and mentors would also be there. There are proper career services with a minimum 3 guaranteed interviews from our side. Throughout the 7 months of learning journey, you have a 24/7 technical and lifetime support for all the students. So while you're doing virtual classes, you might need assistance apart from the live classes. So you can connect with our team, even if it is a technical doubt or an operational query, or you need some basic support or assistance, you're most welcome to reach out to us. And these are designed for working professionals and freshers and graduates who are looking to pursue and explore options for a new technology down the line in the career. And we have financing options too. We provide financial support and EMI facilities for the students if they are looking to take the admission and they want to pay it on a EMI basis. Now let's get into the program information more with the curriculum and all. Now, as I said, who can apply for the program? Minimum eligibility criteria here is you need to have a formal undergraduation, a bachelor's degree for 3 years or 4 years, anything would do, despite what department or what subject you have taken. It is not a problem. Either a BCom, BTech, BE, anything would be fine, but you must have completed your undergraduation to pursue this PG program. And professionals who are already working in software, who are working in different profile in IT, who really want to change their particular career into security, they're also most welcome here. And also even freshers and people coming from non-programming background, or people coming from let's say even into non-IT for 3-4 years or 5 years, they have not worked, or they have not worked in IT domain, they worked into a different domain. Now they're looking for a switch. They're also most welcome to take here. It's our responsibility to train you from the basics and the advanced concepts. And despite being what background you have, you can surely get an entry level or a L1 or a L2 level job also in security domain after completion of it. And if you have good experience in the industry, let's say if you're coming from networking or system administration or software developer, you may also move into a L2 or L3 level position in your security role too, after completion of the training, after getting the real-time experience with the projects. And these are the job roles of a cybersecurity professionals, and these are job profiles which you also may be able to get. Maybe a threat intelligence analyst who has to do reverse engineering based on whatever vulnerabilities or threats or whichever we found out, you need to reverse engineer it. And you have security data analyst, cybersecurity associate, consultant, ethical hacker, information security engineer, network security engineer, a system administrator, network security administrator, so many more would be there. And these are few basic examples put out here. And throughout the journey, you would learn a lot of skills. You will get exposure to various tools, which is actually implemented in the industry. And we have our instructors and mentors. So these are few examples here. This is one of the professors at MNIT Jaipur. And if you click on the profile photo, you'll be on the official mnit.ac.in, the official MNIT's government portal, where in which you can find the details about this particular professor and their qualifications, what exactly they have done. And also industry experts details are also put out here for your reference. These are few examples. And these are the mentors who would be delivering the program. And you can see curriculum. We have 5 subjects under the module. For any of the programs which we start, there are many freshers also who are very new to IT and software field. So we set a good foundation by providing the essential knowledge on concepts like on tools, on operating system like Linux, and teaching about networking also, and giving you knowledge about Python. This is always beneficial for you to start your career in IT, respect to whatever domain it is. And security is a a security profile or cybersecurity profile is one field where there is a very minimum level of coding or programming involved here. So you don't really have to worry about coding or programming. It's all about security, securing a system, working on vulnerability assessment, and so many interesting concepts and subjects would be there. But this is a preparatory classes to set a good foundation to start your career. So even a fresher or even experienced professionals can easily learn, and these essential skills can be helpful for a cybersecurity engineer. Then eventually we'll get into CEH by ECCouncil. CH will give you a brief introduction to what is cybersecurity, what is the important subset, which is ethical hacking, and giving you a brief knowledge about what is hacking concepts, what is the role of an ethical hacker, and what are the various cybersecurity rules and regulations and policies. And we'll almost cover around 18 plus domain here into web application security or mobile hacking, web servers, wireless networks, firewalls, evading IDs, social engineering, cloud security, IoT devices, and so many more. You'll be learning and mastering 18 domains, and you get trained officially by ECCouncil certified instructors and ethical hackers. So this particular program will be directly delivered by them. Now, CH is a intermediate level of certification where you understand overview, or you can say intermediate level skills about multiple assets of security. Now, that is good to have a certification, but in terms of technical exposure, if you want to have a proper advancement, or if you need to have proficient skill set, there are so many things which you can learn more in detail. And then we have the third module where we deep dive into the concepts of 8 domains of cybersecurity, which we learned earlier in the second module. So this is information system security professional, where we have 8 domains under it: security and risk management, asset security, security architecture and engineering, communication and network security, identity and access management, security assessment and testing, and we get into the final concept of software development security. We deep dive into these 8 modules here, 8 domains here, and all of these 8 domains are one of the very highly paid domains in security itself right now. So you can explore and master as much as you can, and you broaden up your opportunities in the market when you apply for a job. And then we have secure application and network devices, which speaks about cloud security and a few other things related to networking and network security. So these are the 4 modules, and after completion of these 4 modules, you would have a capstone project. Now, this capstone project is something which is directly designed and under the guidance of a dedicated mentor. So you'll be working on you'll be working on an industry gate project, when which under the guidance and support of a mentor, you'd be solving and implementing whatever skills you learned throughout this journey. For the period of 6-7 months, you'll be implementing and connecting the dots here. This will give you real-time experience. This will also give you a good problem solving knowledge to be able to ensure that if you face any challenges in the future, you are able to provide a solution to it. So this project in your resume can also be very attractive for the future recruiters in your CV. Apart from this project, there are 30 plus industry-based projects and case studies to give you and qualify to have a good technical experience in security. So these are the subjects under this particular program. It's a 5 module based program. For the period of 7 months, the training would be completed, and you can see the sample projects as well. You'll have 100 plus essential tools getting taught, designed by industry experts. You will have real world experience. We have projects starting step by step. We get into beginner. We have basic threat detection project, or cracking a Wi-Fi, which is quite easy and simple. And we then have intermediate level of project where have a security improvement for a particular company using control testing and performing security. We have security architectural requirement. We have business process analyst for a PB based company, and we have data security for a BPO firm, strategic flexibility, auditing for a restaurant. This is an advanced level project. Almost 30 other plus projects would be there inclusive of this. So these are projects which is real time and live industry oriented. It'll give you technical experience. And if you add these projects in your CV or resume, trust me, it's going to give you a very attractive profile for you and makes it very easy for you to break into the interview and also handle technical interview questions if it's asked. We have peer learning here. So as it's a virtual online classroom training, one thing which you might feel would miss out is making connections and interacting with your batchmates. So that will also be not a problem here. We have our own Intellipaat's peer chat option. It's a peer learning portal where all the students would be getting access to it. And you will come across many alumni of the previous or patent batches, and you will connect with many students and other batchmates also. You would make new friends, you would share job references, or maybe you would tell your interview experience also to them and get some guidance and support for the projects. And even our team would be in touch with you for regular class notification or maybe hackathon challenges and what the benefits are there. And career services, by end of 6 months, you will get the job alert for all the students here. Major announcements would also be conducted if there is any assignment need to be done. And it gives you a good collaborative learning approach where you can interact with the students and form a bridge and have a formal communication with other batchmates as well. So this is peer learning portal. And the most important part, career services. I understand most of you might be lost what to do after a training. How would I get a job? So Intellipaat is also going to be in that particular journey. And this program is guaranteeing you for a minimum of 3 interviews from our end. That's after 80% of the completion of the training. You can say the last month would be entirely the placement drive where where our team would directly start with building your profile after 70% of the completion of the training. And we will create your resume, update whatever technical experience you have got, what all certifications you have obtained, and what all projects you have worked on, almost 30 plus with case studies and real-time projects. And we'll also help you out with your LinkedIn profile, where our career service team will help you build it. And then we'll have it in our database. You also can take it from your side, and then this will help you grab attention for the hiring manager at the shortlisting stage. And interview preparation. So before we schedule the interview for you, we also make sure our students are ready for the interviews. So we'll conduct mock interviews with a technical expert. We'll also be sharing the technical interview materials with you so you're aware what sort of questions and challenges are normally asked. So based on your n number of interview performance, we'll be giving you the tips and constructive feedback so you can improve yourself in the actual interview. And also one-on-one career mentoring sessions will be conducted with a subject matter expert. Despite every student has their own educational background, their past experience and future career perception. So according to your profile, my mentor is going to be helping you out with a career roadmap to start your journey in security domain. So these are all the benefits. And finally, we'll have the interview scheduled by 80% of the completion of the training with a guaranteed minimum of 3. And we have a success rate of 78% of the students being able to clear the interview in the first attempt itself after going through a formal interview preparation and so on. And exclusive access to our lifetime job portal, Intellipart's job portal. It's jobs.intellipaat.com. You'll be given premium access to it where you'll have it for lifetime. Even after a few years, you can apply for jobs, upload your resume, and it's Intellipaat's our own job portal which we have. So this access will also be given to you. These are the career services offered by us. And then you can see our alumni is working in different MNCs and corporates. And you also will be getting a privilege to do so in the future. And the admission process is quite simple. You have to just submit the application by applying now, or you can reach out to me. I'll be putting my details also on the notepad so you can note it down. And once we receive the application, we'll shortlist the students and verify the information and finally help you out with the admission process on the same. And you can see the program fees here, 85,044 rupees plus GST. And we have the application deadline coming up soon. So we do have additional scholarships based on a student profile and based on the available seats we have left out for the respective programs. So you may reach out to us, our team, or else you can directly reach out to me. I'll be sharing my contact details for the same. So if any of you have any questions about the program till here, you may be able to put up in the chat box. Is there any questions anybody has till here? All right, perfect. So I would also like to walk you through another program which we have. Now, that is a complete advanced certification which we deliver. So we have So this is a 9 months extensive training, and you all must have surely have heard about IITs in India, and this is one of the very exclusive program directly recognized and offered by IIT Academy, IIT Guwahati. In the Institute of Technology, IITs are very well known for providing a high quality education with a very unique learning way of method and approach, and that too with qualified professors, and they have their own recognition with the qualifications here. And you get to pursue directly something in security from this well reputed and esteemed university in throughout the world. So this is a complete advanced certification in cybersecurity. Now, I don't want you to fear the word advanced here. Even freshers and non-IT professionals or even anybody new to cybersecurity are most welcome to take. It will start from the basics and introduction to security and get in more details of the concepts. So anybody can take up the training. And I think Mr. Yadav has a question here. What if there is a gap of 6 months after 10 years of experience, and how will this course help? That's a very good question. I think in let it be in any career, you always have gaps in between, maybe due to formal medical reasons or other personal commitments or due to some other constraint it happens. So there's no problem here. So the best thing is when you have a gap, that's when you should always implement or invest in a training and get some certification to compromise on it. So even if any hiring manager questions you, let's say if you have done a formal education in security, that too from a very well reputed university, that too in the recent past year, that gives you a good qualification to be applying for a job. And in order to balance a 6 7 months of gap, or even let's say if it is a 1 2 year of gap also, if you have these 30 plus projects or 40 plus projects in your CV or resume, that proves you have good qualifications here. So trust me, the interviewer will not be really much caring about whatever gap you had earlier, but what that person's concern would be how capable you are for a cybersecurity engineer. So if you have 10 plus years of experience, if you have 6 months of gap, I request you, or I personally, my opinion is you implement or you do some certification or some training course or a professional program. Or let it be if you have a given timeline of 7 months, you get a PG done, because educational background also matters when you try to apply for good MNCs. And or even let's say even in normal mid-scale MNCs, also companies would expect you to have some educational qualifications here. So if you are always been planning for a PG, getting that done in 7 months, or if you're planning for a certification from university, if you get that done, that's more than sufficient for you to balance the 6 years of gap what you have. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Yadav. All right, great. No issues. You're welcome. So yeah, now we can move ahead on this. So this is one of the very good program which I personally like. The reason why is because not only because of the university's name and reputation, it's mostly because of the content and curriculum. So we did have the MNIT program that does covers you up to an extent where you get good knowledge and good theoretical concept. But cybersecurity itself is a very vast domain. There is offensive and defensive security. There is so many things which you can learn here. So this would deep dive into the concepts of multiple aspects of cybersecurity in a very detailed manner, and it has more practical exposure because this training is going to be conducted for a period of 9 months. Similar learning delivery because it would be in the weekend itself, online boot camp, the learning format, and it also has the career services and certification privileges too, and it covers every end-to-end aspect on cybersecurity. Now, if you want to become an expert in cybersecurity given in the timeline of 9 months, if you do this particular program, trust me, you're eligible to get a job anywhere in the industry in any respective domain. Let it be a network security engineer or an IT security analyst or completely into a system security engineer. Whatsoever profile it would be, and whatever your background is would not be a problem. There are four levels of security profiles you can get, starting with entry level L1, L2, L3, and L4 is the final advanced level. So you would be eligible to, despite excuse me. So if you would be having a good qualification or experience in IT, and if you do this particular program with that, you can easily get into a L3 or L4 level of job profile also in security. So I'll just quickly give you a walkthrough about the program. So the key highlights, as you can see, this is 600 hours of applied learning where it has almost 9 months of duration, 100 plus live classes, and you get a privilege to learn from IIT Guwahati faculties and professors along with industry experts again. Industry experts are directly handpicked and chosen by the respective university itself for the delivery of the program. connecting the bridge between the industry's requirement and giving you a good, unique academic learning approach here. This has almost 50 plus real-time projects and case studies, and we have one-on-one mentorship with industry, one-on-one sessions with industry mentors as well, 24/7 lifetime support. But one difference here is this program also has a dedicated personal learning manager for an entire period of 9 months who would be in touch with you, whom you can reach out to if you have any concern or questions or queries. And this is also designed for working professionals and freshers who are new to this particular technology. They're also most welcome here. Soft skills and essential trainings will also be provided, and a certification from IIT Academy, IIT Guwahati. You also have the EMI facilities. The 3 guaranteed interviews is applied here too for any respective university-based program. An IIT certification has more recognition in many top MNCs and companies. It gives you a value almost equivalent to a degree which you do for 1 year or 2 year, you can say. And that too, you're specializing in some security, I mean, in the security domain itself. You're not doing a general certification in a different domain as such. And career service and its assistance would be there. And you also get a privilege to visit the official campus. There would be a 2 days campus immersion at the official IIT Guwahati. Now, IIT Guwahati is located in Assam, coming in the northeast part of India. It's a very beautiful campus. You also get a privilege to visit the campus for 2 days. It will be organized the given timeline of 9 months, and where you get to meet your friends who made and the batchmates, and you also get a privilege to directly have a immersion, campus immersion, and also meet your professors and industry experts who are delivering the program here. So 2 days campus immersion is also an advantage here. And to let you know about IIT Guwahati is one of the very old and sixth established IITs in India since 1994, located in Assam. And they also have a ranking of top 7 best colleges in India in the year 2021. That's directly given by NIRF. You can click the link to see here. That's NIRF, National Institutional Ranking Framework by Government of India, government accredited ranking. It also holds a global rank of 41 in Economic Times in 2021 ranking. So globally throughout the world, it has a global rank for 41. It's very well known for researchers and other uh, international conferences here. And you get to receive an advanced certification directly from this esteemed university, and you would have your name here. This certification will help you get recognized in any part of the world, and also it proves you to have a good qualification in security. Like I said, if you want to apply for or start your career in cybersecurity, despite what background you're coming from, you need to have some qualifications or some certification in that particular domain. So let it be, even if it is a 10 years of experience IT professional, or even if it is a fresher just starting the career, they would require some qualification, educational background, or a certification or a credential. So this would help you get recognized and easily kickstart your career in security. And it's going to give you a benefit for the next entire 5-6 years with good package and good scale and also good growth in your career. And anyone again with a bachelor's degree are most welcome to apply for this particular program. And would be happy to take you on board with us who has a keen interest, and we'll also go through a formal interview procedure from the admission panel for this respective program. You can also see the cybersecurity professionals and roles what you can play. So this has more other profiles and covering a lot of other domains in cybersecurity too. Few mentors information has also been put, and the faculty's information is not put due to the IIT's restriction. And you can see the curriculum here. It has around 13 plus subjects in total. So you can see when I said the one thing I like about the complete program is because of the curriculum and the content it has. And this is something anywhere in the industry, if you try to do a certification or normal course in cybersecurity, no institute or no university would get into a detailed fashion in which IIT is doing it. So this is again the normal preparatory classes on Linux and Python, which is applied. And then we introduce it to cybersecurity and ethical hacking. Working with Kali Linux, every industry professional working in offensive security must have good understanding about Kali Linux. We'll teach you about Kali Linux, about the latest version. And we have network security, SIEM, security operation, IAM, and web application penetration testing, malware analysis. Trust me, these all domains are very much in demand right now. Even a web application pen tester in India right now is almost the most highest paid security professional, you can say, almost earning 15-20 LPA. Even a network security engineer is having good demand. SIEM is implemented in banking domain. We have security operation management and security operations center, SOC analyst profile, and we have identity and access management for authentication purpose. So all of these subjects would get covered in a detailed fashion. And also we deep dive into the concepts of cloud security here, because day by day, everything is managed and migrated to cloud. So you can say by end of 2022 or by start of 2023, every company would be managing their applications and storing the data on cloud. So cloud security becomes a major threat, and cloud security professionals are going to be very much in demand in the future. It's already in demand and there are not many qualified professionals. So you have a good opportunity here. So that is module number 11. And we have software development security that also has good demand. Everybody knows about the demand for software developers right now, and software development security is also important because everything is about application and softwares in the current generation. And finally, we have a capstone project, which is 13th, where you get to implement all of it together in a real life application. And then we have 50 plus projects and case studies. So this has a lot of more projects in a period of 9 months of duration. The project works, you can say, removing and retrieving files for a particular company and SQL injection. We have intermediate level of projects, we have advanced level projects, and so on. Credit card fraud detection for a company, packet sniffing, and then we have into phishing attack, and we have into bypassing client controls and attack authentication, and so many more. So these are few examples for you here. You'll get the real world experience, which is very much important for a career in cybersecurity. So these are the details and the complete USP of the program. And again, the peer learning portal with career services of Intellipart remains the same here. It guaranteed 3 interviews, and always companies would check what is the qualification you have. So we will prepare your resume, update your profile, and do all the needful. And then getting into the admission part, you have to formally fill in the details and apply. And then you have the program fees here. There would be scholarships also for this particular program, for which you have to reach out to a team, or you can connect with me. I can help you out. You can reach out to me. I'll provide my contact details too. And the deadline is 29th of January. So till here, I hope everything is clear. If any of the participants or students have any doubts or queries, please do put it in the chat box. I would be more than happy to answer the questions. So any questions, anyone, any of the students or the learners? All right, I think everything is well and good here. So anyway, thank you so much for attending the session. We look forward to seeing you in the future. And if at all any of you are planning for a career and looking for options and guidance and support, feel free to reach out to our team. We are most happy to help any student who needs some support and guidance. We have counselors, we have learning consultants, we have professional training courses here. And to be very honest about cybersecurity, that is a profile which has a very huge demand right now in the market, but there are lacking qualified professionals who are eligible to apply for the job. So investing in a certification or a training right now is surely going to give you a benefit in the future, where you can dedicate or start your career and settle down for the next 5-10 years. Security is going to be there because we are moving through a complete digital transformation, and cybersecurity professionals are going to be very highly in demand. Let it be into the field of data science, or let it be in a different domain like banking or finance or healthcare. Everywhere there is an asset, and we need security professionals to protect it. So we have good programs which will give you good knowledge about that. And career in security is always a wise choice for anyone who wants to start. So I hope everything is clear, and I hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll also be sharing my contact details here. Myself, Mohammed Burhan. You have my contact number, WhatsApp and calling number, and you have my official email address. So formally share your details or connect me or drop me a text on WhatsApp. Let me know the convenient time we can connect, and I'll be happy to help you on further more information on the courses we deliver, let it be into security or any other thing which you're interested for. So thank you. Thank you once again. I hope you all in this session, and we'll be winding up for now.